Hello everyone, Alternating Bit here. Today I thought I'd take a look at the Club of the Knobs Sequential Switch, the C962C, the Bidirectional Channels Edition. There's a couple other sequential switches. Anyway, I actually got this with the intent of mixing pitch altering sequences via CV. So I would have 4 different patterns, and then I would have randomly different patterns be chosen. And I've done that some, but today I just suddenly realized, well, volt per octave pitch isn't the only CV signal that you can use, of course. So I thought I'd try today instead to use 4 different LFO sources to modulate a filter, the depth of the Oakley Journeyman 2 filter. And so what we have here, these colored patch cords, each one is a different LFO shape and speed. Actually, not all is different shape, but the purple is a triangle wave at a certain rate, of course. The gray is a fluctuating random voltage from the source of uncertainty module right next to it. The green is also a different rate, just changing different probable rates of change for those 2 inputs. And finally, this reddish colored cable is another triangle wave with a different LFO rate. This last one, the brown colored cable, is the output signal path for all these 4 to go through, and that is influencing the Journeyman filter CV input on the depth of the filter change. What will drive the changing of the channel choices is going to be dictated by the CV that's going into this module, and I'm using a random wave shape from the tap tempo LFO. And so right now, here's how it sounds with just one channel, the first channel, and you're hearing just the basic triangle LFO wave. So now I'm going to release the CV so you can see how each LFO has a slightly different rate to it. Of course, I can change the rate of this random shape so that they will change more frequently. Let me just turn it back down. But just give you an idea of how you can alter a signal with some randomness to it, or just with some more variety using the sequential switch. Okay, now using the exact same signal and VCO and LFO setup, the only thing I'm going to alter now is the CV input. Rather than having a random wave shape going into it, I'm going to be feeding it a voltage per octave signal from my 16-step sequencer. And the interesting thing about that is I can actually control where I would want these to hit based on the pitch of what's going in. But anyway, here's just an example. If I slow down the rate, just more options to color the sound in a somewhat random fashion. And just to make the changes of the filter a little bit more dramatic, I'll increase the CV input, the depth on the Journeyman filter, so you get this. And if I only had one path, just one LFO source, you can manually shift it. That's this one. Sounds like dripping water. Triangle wave at a high rate. And again, if you switch to cycle through all, this is alternating bit. Thanks for watching.